Time now to take a look at presets in PhotoLab. Now, if you've ever used presets in Lightroom or Affinity or Luminar or any other image manipulation software, they work basically the same in PhotoLab. Now, you've heard me say before that I'm not too much of a preset user, but that refers to standardized, prepackaged presets that are meant to begin your image correction process. I really never use those because I don't want to be drawn away from my original memory of what the image looked like, what the scene looked like when I was standing there. I want to do as little to the image as possible. I just want to enhance it. I don't want to change it drastically, so I really don't use presets that much. However, when I am shooting basketball, presets come in very, very handy because each venue is lighted uniquely from the next one. There are no two arenas that are lighted exactly the same, so you have to make a preset according to each venue you go to. Now, this particular image of North Carolina versus Ohio State was taken in the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, and then I shot this game again the next year in New Orleans, and so those two different arenas have different lighting, and so the preset really does come in handy if you know you're going to be shooting in unique lighting environments on a repeated basis. So there is a use for presets now and again. Also, when you're doing lots and lots of images. I think I shot about 700 shots on both those games, and when you're going through that many images, you just change the white balance once for all images and you never have to worry about it again. So presets do come in handy. Now, the presets section is located in the upper right-hand corner right here, and when we click on it, we can take a look at some that I have made. Some of these are experimental, in which I may be wanting to do a little bit of a special effect with the HDR, and if we click on this one, I think you'll be able to see that effect kind of kick into place. Click it once, and there you have it. We have a little more detail in the white areas of the uniform from North Carolina, and also on the skin textures and so on. It just gives it just a little bit of a special effect, not too much. I love this shot. It's a story. And then if we take this one that has a lot of white in it, you see that, the detail in the white areas of the uniform are kind of blown out. Not really blown out, but they're just not, they don't stand out too well. And so here, this is a standard. This is one experiment. This is another experiment. And I think I like this one the best. So if we click on it, then we see that result. And I like that a great deal. But now on landscapes, if we come over to the landscapes right here, I'm going to go ahead and click on this one, and I'm going to reset it to start again. And you can see this is exactly how it came out of the camera. It's a bit bright. And if we look at the histogram, very evenly lighted. And we want to kind of give some contrast to this and bring out the detail. So what I'm going to do is click here, and you'll notice the reaction in the histogram as the image becomes a little bit darker, at least on the dark areas of the image. And then we take this and we push it up to give it just a little bit of contrast, to expand the dynamic range just a bit. And then I'll come up here and I'll reduce the brightness ever so slightly, and then come up to smart lighting and see what we get. And that's not too terribly bad. I might bring down the intensity just a bit, just right there. And you can see we're over here on the histogram, we're getting very close to blowing out the dark areas, and we don't want to do that. And then maybe we'll come over and click on Clear View Plus, and obviously that's not what we want, so let's back that off. Give it just a little bit, just like that. And then maybe the saturation is a bit overwhelming, so we'll go to the color section and we'll bring down, let's bring down the saturation, not the vibrancy, but the saturation. Now, this is going to sound weird, but I'm going to bring down the saturation and increase the vibrancy just a bit to give those softer colors a little bit of boost. There we go. That's not too terribly bad. So what we'll do is come up to Image, and we'll say New Preset from Current Settings, and I'll call this Glacier Point Sunset. Hit Create, and now this series of settings is available to apply to any image in the future. So click on Presets, and we come down, and these are arranged in alphabetical order, and we'll come down, and we go through the D, F, G and Glacier Point Sunset right here. No, right there. And so it's very easy to see that we will have this preset available to us at any time in the future. So there's presets in DxO PhotoLab.